I just wanted to see you in action. What's wrong with that?
I bet you wanted to see him in action. Let's get you in action.
Oh. I'm just kidding.
I love that guy. What's going on, guys? This is Tyler from Built, and today we are going over our color creation process for the McLaren 600 LT. My whole goal with this repainting process on the car is to do something original and unique, which has been difficult to do, especially in the supercar scene, because you name it and it's kind of been done, right? I decided to create my own color from the ground up. What we're going for is basically a candy red. So it's going to be a multi-stage painting process. We have multiple different coats that I've had to create here. So our base layer is actually a gray that has to be laid down first, and you got to remember that every layer after the gray is translucent and it sees through to the layer underneath it. So what I'm trying to achieve here is something with a lot of dimension that changes with the angles of the car, and it also has like a really fine pearl metallic to it. That when the sun hits it right and it gets that shine, it's almost like blinding, as if you're looking at chrome. So that's what I'm going for on the main body of the car, and then the rest, all the accents on the car are going to be changed from that palladium gray that you'll see on every 570S and 600 LT that's not carbon, and we are going to change that to a custom black. So it's really going to set this car off and make it look different from any other one. We're going to hop in the booth now, and I have a bumper piece in here that I'm spraying so I can check the dimension, and the bumper piece also has a black piece that'll bolt up to it. So once I get the parts all painted, I can bolt these two together, and I can step back from it and say, okay, that's going to be the color scheme of the car, and like give it an okay before we start. So. Alrighty, now that we have our base layer on and it's smooth and the metallic is even, we are letting it dry up a little bit before we go in and put our tinted mid coat on. So that's part of what makes this so much different than just like a wrap color change. Like I said, everything has its place, right? And I don't know wrap, I know paint. And one thing I know is in wrap, you don't get, you can't really achieve the ultimate smooth texture, nor can you achieve depth, because what you're working with is what you're working with. The color and pigment is like on top of the wrap material, kind of, so to speak. But when you do paint like this, you have translucent layers that you can see through, so it looks really deep. And we're not just going for a color change here, we're going for like a more show type finish and look to the whole situation. So this is how you achieve that. You put multiple layers, like we did the gray layer, then we're doing the metallic layer, then we're doing the tinted mid coat layer, then we'll do a clear coat layer over the top of that, and depending on how all that turns out, we may stop, sand the car all down, and then just straight clear coat over the top, so you have plenty of clear coat buildup and you have a lot of depth and clarity in that paint. So that's kind of the quick run through of the whole process we're going to go through. But to do that on a complete car with all these individual panels is going to take some serious time and effort, and we got 28 days to get this baby done. So
they been on their ass, bitch, I'm on the rail. I wrap it, I bag it, I pack it for sale. Got feeling on speed out, I hit me and chill. I give it a thrill, I put it on film. Niggas beside get it, thought they ain't real. Come to my section and flex, we can tell. I got a show and she dipped in them nails. I'm flipping my L's, I know they can tell. I did it too ninja, they hit me for favors. Been hit since the cable was cut in the cradle. What's up, only right that I do it. Colossal until I'm a boss, so they want me to fail. If we prevail, tell them to point out.
see some areas like this, like I'm sanding here with a soft interface pad, so that I don't distort any of the body lines with the dual action sander, and I don't sand away too much and stuff like that. But as you can see in some of these high impact areas from the rocks, where we still have all these rock chips, if we don't get those all the way out and we're trying to fill them with primer and stuff, we're gonna have issues and be seeing those in the paint. So you wanna take a rougher grit, take that soft interface pad off there, bring this down all the way till those chips are gone. See a big nasty chip right here on the edge. Right there. And that is an obvious indent. So we're going to come in and round this corner back out here. We don't want to put Bondo or repair material where not necessary, but we're going to round that corner out. See, our chip is gone, and we've kind of just reshaped the corner of that in order to remove that divot. So this piece is pretty much done with the dual action sander. We're going to put it in the pile over here and get ready for the scuffing by the Scuff Master Jake behind the camera. That's going to be one of his duties here.
The camera's like aimed down here. I can't see it. What's up, guys? Jake here. I'm gonna start by scuffing these parts here with some red Scotch-Brite. It's gonna really, it's more of a coarse grit of a Scotch-Brite, and it's just gonna help smooth out, break down any imperfections that didn't come out with the sandpaper, any contours, any corners that you just can't get to with a dual action sander. This will take care of it.
They been on their ass, bitch, I'm on the rail. I wrap it, I bag it, I pack it for sale. Got feeling on speed out, hit me to chill. I give it a thrill, I put it on film. Niggas facade, get applaud, that ain't real. Come to my section and flex, we can tell. I got a show where she dipping them nails. I'm flipping my L's, I know they could tell. I did it too major, they hit me for favors. Been him since the cable was cut in the cradle. What's up, only right that I do it. Colossal until I'm a fossil, they want me to fail. Look, we prevail. Tell them to point out who said that they run it. Bitch, I'm on your tail. Know that they talking, they telling them tales. Just know how to tell, that shit for the sale. Hey, they talk like they got it, but they need to stop it.
Alrighty guys, we are back and we are in the spray booth. We're in the spray booth for an exciting reason. The refinish process is about to begin for the McLaren. We've been through countless hours of prepping these parts, repairing these parts to a really, high quality. Had a lot of scrapes on the bottom of these bumper pieces and whatnot. So we've done a lot of primering, a lot of sanding, a lot of prepping. It's time to finally start getting some color on these things. So I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. Alrighty guys, so we are in the booth with our first load of 600 LT parts, full paint. Not primer, not nothing else, just paint. I'm tired right now. I'm been working on this car really hard. I've had some good help from some of the guys around the shop at Showtime Collision, so I'm grateful for that, but we got to keep pushing through here. I'm going to take you in the booth and show you what we got going. We have our custom black mixed up, which I still have not released the full colors, and I won't quite until we have some parts that I can show you guys that showcase these beautiful colors. Custom, one of a kind, hand mixed, hand created colors by myself with our PPG Enviro base color system, and with all the support from PPG Automotive Paints and Martin Auto Color. Martin Auto Color is a platinum distributor for PPG Auto Paints, and we buy all of our paint for every collision purpose or any other purpose that I need from Martin Auto Color. Really value them as a partner in the collision repair industry, and they are one of the official sponsors of this 600 LT build, so I want to shout out to them. Thank you very much for that, for the support. on the paint materials and whatnot for this car. So take you guys in the booth right now and show you what we got going on. I've already applied the sealer, and I've applied the first couple coats of color, and we're getting ready to go in and do our final check for the color, make sure we have coverage everywhere before we do a control coat to make sure the metallic in the black is laid out evenly and has the proper pop to it, and then we'll be going in for some clear. Alrighty guys, Tyler here with Built. Very exciting times that we're in on this build right now. We have gone through an agonizing process of creating our colors, and I was really struggling with that color creation process because I wanted to land on something I was totally stoked with. And guys, I think we freaking did it. This is a one-off color that I made toner for toner. Really what I was trying to do was create that subtle black look when the light's not hitting it, and at the same time give it a contrasting pop that kind of matched with the paint scheme of the car. So that most of the car is going to be a 3-stage red that we will reveal to you guys soon, and all the accents on the car are going to be this black pearl color. That's going to make this car really unique. It's going to look totally different than any other 570 or 600 LT that you see out there, because all the accents are going to be this really jet black looking color when there's no light on it, and even when the light does hit it, the whole thing doesn't light up red, which is really cool. The light catches the body lines, so it highlights those body lines in kind of a red hue and sparkle. Very rarely are you going to see on this car that it's all lit up in red sparkle. That's just not going to happen. This is just a really unique and subtle color that's just going to give a really nice pop to the car. This is one of the rear engine cover pieces that we just pulled out of the booth, and we're just out here inspecting it and feeling that rewarding process of all this prep work that we've put in. So
thank you guys for watching today's episode on Built.
and make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to speed and watch us in the next episode paint the entire exterior of this car. Peace.
Stay tuned.